In October, my income plunged to less than 20% of my September income.
What?
And I'm going to do... Let's talk more about this. In September, I earned a total of $4,055.22. I talk more about it in this video here. However, in October, my income has dropped to less than a fifth of what I had in September.
Why?
In this video, I'll share with you a breakdown of my earnings and what I'm going to do about it. Earnings in October. Unlike in September, where I have four sources of income, in October, I only have 2 sources of income. I recognize income only when I collect cash, so even if I earn it way earlier, but if I only collect the money in October, then it is considered earnings in October. So with that said, let's take a look at my 2 sources of income. The first source of income comes from Udemy. As an instructor on Udemy, my October income comes from sales made in August. This is due to the 30-day refund policy of Udemy, so sales made in August will only be finalized in September, and hence Udemy will only pay me in early October. Being based in Singapore, I'm also subjected to the 30% withholding tax for any sales made in the US. This screenshot from my instructor dashboard is in USD. In August, my revenue was $175.34. After deducting withholding tax, my net earnings was $171.03, which was paid to my PayPal account in October. I then transferred it to my Singapore bank account. This $171.03 in USD will be converted to $214.87 in Sing dollars. So my first source of income in October is Udemy at $214.87 in Sing dollars. My next source of income is interest from bank deposits. This is about $480 and is a decrease from October, which is around $500. Reason is because interest collected in September is due to deposits in August, and there are 31 days in August. This is unlike interest collected in October, which depends on deposits in September, and there is just 30 days in September. The 1-day difference accounts for the difference in the bank interest received. So with that said, my total income in October, which is attributed by the Udemy income, as well as the income from the interest from bank deposits, comes in at, drumroll please, $714.87. This is a mere fraction of what I am earning in September. And the reason is because none of my stocks or bonds happen to pay dividends or interest in the month of October. Here is a screenshot of the payouts from my CDB account in September. Compare this with October. In October, I do get back around 10K of cash inflow from the maturity of my T-bills, but that's about it. I do not get additional income from anything. Also, I do not consider this cash inflow from the redemption of my T-bills as an income. It is just a return of my capital, which will be deployed for other purposes. While there is a massive drop in my income in October compared to September, there is little difference in my life. Life goes on, there's still food on the table, bills are still being paid because I have enough cash to buffer through these times where I have less income. When I started working long ago, I always made it a point to make sure that I don't depend on the month's salary to fund my needs. And this practice has served me very well, even at this point where I am not working. While I could have done bonds in such a way to get interest that pays me every month, I prefer to buy them when I feel that the interest is good rather than which month they pay the interest. Similarly, I buy stocks I feel that are fundamentally strong and continue to give me dividends in time to come rather than when they pay me. So, although in October, my income plunged to less than 20% of my September income. I am going to do nothing about it.